Melech, Yisrael. Melech, Melech,
Yisrael,
Melech,
Yisrael,
Melech,
beat legend,
we know the place,
Melech came,
just as he said.
written before,
We see it now,
King of Israel,
stand in it. Micah wrote it, small among the clans, least in Judah, still part of the plan. Not where kings rise, not where power would be, but the place Yah chose before history. Ephrata soil where their root runs deep, ancient from old, that's the word we keep. Not a new thought, not a shift in time, already written, already defined. From everlasting beyond what you see, before the world it was meant to be, hidden in plain sight, simple and true. For those who listen, it's clear to you.
beat legend,
We know the place,
Melech came,
just as he said.
written before,
We see it now,
King of Israel,
stand in it, stand in it.
beat legend, beat legend,
Melech,
beat legend,
Israel, Israel. Then came the moment, decree in the land, moved by the order but guided by plan. Not coincidence where he would be born, every step aligned from night to morn. Bethlehem ground, no throne, no display, still the ruler of Israel lay. Not in the palace, not lifted in gold, but fulfilling exactly what prophets foretold. Not one detail, not one line missed, everything written came into existence. From scroll to flesh, from word to brief, truth made visible even today.
beat legend,
We know the place,
Melech came,
just as he said.
written before,
We see it now,
King of Israel,
stand in it, stand in it. So what is sure when the pattern is clear? Truth ain't random, it's already here. Not just belief, not just tradition. This is alignment, prophetic precision. From the least place came the greatest call. Y'all don't move how we expect it all. What you overlook might carry the key. That's how the truth reveals what you don't see.
beat legend, beat legend,
Israel,
beat legend, beat legend,
them revealed, them revealed.
beat legend.
Mitzrayim. Bini, 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 brrr. Mitzrayim.
Out of Mitzrayim,
He called the sun,
out of the house,
what was written done,
from the first time,
to what's revealed,
that and still life,
truth concealed. When Israel young, he called him out, from bondage chains to a chosen route. Mitzrayim land where the people were bound, still Yah spoke, brought the nation out. Not just rescue, it was shaping a line, called as a son that was by design. Through the wilderness learning his way, what was written still speaking today. Not random history, not just past, pattern was built that was meant to last. What he did once he would do again, truth unfolding from beginning to end.
out of Mitzrayim,
He called the sun,
out of the house,
what was written done,
from the first time,
to what's revealed,
that and still life,
truth concealed.
out of Mitzrayim,
Mitzrayim,
bini, 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 bini,
Mitzrayim,
out of Mitzrayim,
Mitzrayim, bini, 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 bini.
Yisrael, 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 Yisrael.
Hey! Then came the sun walking same path line, called out again, not separate design. From Egypt land just like before. Same pattern moving once more. Not coincidence, not replay chance. This was prophecy in advance. What was spoken through Hosea's line, now fulfilled in the sun in time. From the nation to the one revealed, same calling, same truth sealed. What applied to many now shown in one. That's how you recognize the sun. Benny, called out, again. So what is sure when you read it right? Truth got layers, not just sight. From people to person, the line stays true. Same voice calling, still breaking through. Out of bondage, out of chains, out of systems, out of names. Still calling sons to walk his way. Same pattern moving today. If you hear it, then move in line. This ain't random, this design. What he did then, he's still gon' do. Call his people and call you too. Out of midstream, he called the sun out to the house. What was written done from the first time to what's revealed. Pattern still lies, truth concealed. Benny, called out. Benny, called out.
Look again, that's your king.
Low and riding,
Just as written,
not like men.
not your plan.
Righteous, humble,
Stand in it.
standing is Zechariah wrote it plain and clear. King would come, not how you hear. Not with chariots, not with might, but low in spirit, still in right. Rejoice, Zion, that was the call, but they missed the meaning of it all. Righteous ruler bringing peace, not by war but by release. Riding humble, not dressed in gold, still fulfilling what was foretold. Cold beneath him, dust on the ground, still the king when he came around.
Look again, that's your king.
Low and riding,
Just as written, not like men.
not your plan. Righteous, humble,
Stand in it. Heine,
Malkirch,
Heine, Heine,
Malkirch,
Heine, Heine,
Malkirch.
Heine.
Then came the moment, crowd on the street, branches down at the king's feet, shouting loud but not understanding what was written now was landing. They cried Hosanna but missed the sign. Wanted a throne built in their time, looking for power, force and command. Didn't see peace walk in the land. Not the kingdom that
God he bring,
still the truth stood
in the king.
Everything written came to life right before them, still not right. You wanted war, he brought peace. You wanted power, he walked low. You wanted control, he fulfilled. So what is show when you read it straight? Man's expectation versus Yah's way. You look for strength in what you see, but truth moved different, quietly. Still a king, even riding low. Still in power, even moving slow. Not everything allowed is where truth be found. Sometimes it enter without a sound. If you miss it, it's not by chance. You saw the moment, not the stance. What was written already spoke, now revealed for those who wait.
Look again, that's your king. Low and riding, just as written, not like men.
Not your plan, righteous, humble,
Stand in it.
in their Malkesh. In their Malkesh.
scholars red light. The stone cast off is now leveled and right. Builders inspected, but their eyes were blurred. They missed the living stone within the written word. Measured in weight by a human scale, judged by the sight, so the vision had to fail. What didn't fit the blueprint they had in mind, they threw to the side, left the treasure behind. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This is the doing of Yah, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
He came to his own, but they turned him away. Refused the very rock where the prophecy lay. The leaders saw the frame, but denied the design. The stone was right there, but they walked past the sign. He didn't wear the crown that they wanted to see, so they struck the foundation and nailed it to a tree. Looking for a king dressed in silver and might, they tripped over the cornerstone, standing in light.
The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This is the doing of Yah, and it is marvelous in our eyes. So what is the lesson when you read it right? Truth doesn't bend just to fit in your sight. You can know the word and still stay blind if you're seeking a God that your ego defined. The builders thought they had the building locked, but they lacked the heart when the truth finally walked. It's not in the title, it's not in the claim. The structure only stands when you honor the name. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This is the doing of Yah, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
What was rejected is the only thing holding it up. What was rejected?
Firm foundation. They asked the price. It was already written. Yeah. $30, that's the price they gave. Still fulfilled every word he said. Not a guess, not a hidden line. Written down before it's time.
Zechariah spoke it, value set low. If it seemed right, then give what you owe. Not honor, not measured as a king. 30 pieces, that's what they bring. Not a number pulled out the air, not coincidence placed right there. Value of a life reduced to weight. Still the prophecy sealed his fate. What they offered showed what they saw. Not the truth, just their flawed law. But what they chose still fit the plan. Even rejection stayed in his hand. 30 pieces, that's the price they paid. Still fulfilled every word he said. Judas stepped where the silence was thin. Walked to the leaders, turned him in. Didn't force him, didn't break his will. Still the moment, matched it still. Counted silver, cold in hand. Every coin still part of the plan. Not confusion, not out of place. Everything aligned in that space. Kiss in the night, signal given. Betrayal rap like it wasn't written. But every move, every step he made, already seen, already laid. Then it hit. This wasn't worth it.
heavy when truth came clear. Silver felt different sitting right there. Tried to return what he couldn't undo. Guilt set in when he finally knew. Not just money, it cost his soul. Couldn't escape what it took its toll. What was written still came to pass, but the shame, that part hit fast. Didn't see it when he played his role. Now he facing what he couldn't control. Prophecy true, but the pain was real. That's the part most people don't feel. 30 pieces, that's the price they gave. Still fulfilled every word he said. Still chosen. Still chosen.
Yeshayahu wrote it, clear in the line. Oppressed, afflicted, still no reply. Not by weakness, not by fear. Silence chosen, purpose clear. Like a lamb brought straight to the blade. No resistance, no move to evade. Not forced down, not overthrown. Walk that path on his own. Before the moment already known. Every detail already shown. Didn't react how men would do. Stayed aligned to what was true. Didn't say a word, still it all was done. Stood in the way, never had to run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stood before power, accused by men. False words thrown again and again. Could've answered, could've spoke. Still chose silence, that's what broke him. No defense, no back and forth. Truth stood still without the force. Not proving self, not trying to win. Already knew how it would end. They expected noise, expected fight. Didn't understand that kind of mic. Power don't always raise its tone. Sometimes it stands completely alone. No answer, no defense. Still fulfilled, no answer. Yeah. Still fulfilled. So what it teach when you read it right? Strength ain't always loud in the fight. Yeah, you think power gotta prove its place, but truth can stand without a trace. Not every moment calls for sound. Some victories don't make a sound. What he carried wasn't seen outside, but everything was sealed inside. Didn't say a word, still it all was done. Stood in the way, never had to run. He knew.
They looked and didn't understand. Yeah. Pierced in his hands, pierced in his side. What was written before, now alive. They look and they see, but don't recognize the truth in plain sight, right before their eyes. Yeah. Surrounded by voices, closing them in, mocking the truth like it wouldn't begin. They said trust Yah, let him say it. Didn't see prophecy playing that day. Hands stretched out, body exposed. Bones out of joint just like it was told. Not random pain, not chance or mistake. Every line lived for the scripture's sake. Garments divided, cast in the lot. Down to the detail, nothing forgot. From the words written long before, now standing real on that very floor. Pierced in his hands, pierced in his side. What was written before, now alive. Now alive. Yeah. Zechariah saw it, spoke it clear. They'll look on him, that moment's here. Pierced and seen by the ones around, still not knowing what they found. Looking but not truly aware. Truth in front, but they don't prepare. Not just sight, it's deeper than that. Recognition is where they lack. One day they'll see it and feel that way. More what they miss, realize too late. What they looked at but didn't receive. Truth was there but they didn't believe. They looked, they saw, still missed the call. Yeah. So what it show when you read it clear? You can see truth and still not hear. Eyes wide open, still not aligned. If it don't match what's in your mind, same today, it ain't changed at all. People still miss it when truth calls. Looking for signs that fit their way. Miss what's right in front today. Pierce, reveal, still overlook. Same mistake when the word's not understood. It ain't about what you claim, you know. It's what you recognize when it's shown. Pierced in his hands, pierced in his side. What was written before, now alive. They look and they see, but don't recognize truth in plain sight. Right before their eyes are. They saw, but didn't see.
Yeah. It wasn't the end. That was the moment everything was completed.
It is finished. It is done. Every word, everyone.
Words on the scroll before flesh took form. Ancient lines now walking through the storm. Not confusion when he cried that line. That was prophecy speaking through time. Mocked by the crowd, still standing in truth. They said, trust Yah, let him save you. Hands stretched out, body in strain. Still every detail matching the pain. Garments divided, cast in the lot. Nothing random in what he got. From the first cry down to the breath. Script was fulfilled even in death.
It is finished. It is done. Every word, everyone.
Remember Lazarus' call from the grave. Voice carried power over what death claimed. Not just a moment, that was the sign. Authority given beyond space and time. Life in his words, death had to move. Command went out,
Creation knew.
So when he spoke from that final breath, he wasn't losing.
He conquered death.
Not defeated, not taken away. He laid it down.
That was the way.
Power already living inside. Death couldn't hold what truth defined. Not the end. Completion. Thief on the side, heard truth in the tone. Today you with me, not walking alone. Even in death, still opening doors. Kingdom access, still fully yours. Didn't stop when the body went still. Still moving purpose, still doing no will. Word went forth to the ones unseen. Even in spirit, he still was king. No limitation on where he could go. Authority deeper than what we know. Not bound to flesh, not held in place. Still carrying truth beyond time and space.
It is finished. It is done. Every word, everyone. before the sun fully rose. The stone, it was already moved. We thought someone had taken him, but he wasn't there.
The place was empty.
Just the cloth left behind.
He said this.
He told us before.
He's not there.
Not there, oh, not there, oh, not there,
Not there.
not there, not there, not there, not there.
Nothing missing.
Nothing missing.
They said it. Nah. They said it. Not knowing they proved it. Hey. It is finished. Every word fulfilled. What they spoke against still revealed His will. They don't even know what they saying now. Truth inside their words still pointing now.
Yeah. They stood around, voices raised in doubt. If he trusts Yah, let him help him out. Didn't hear themselves, didn't see the lines. Same words written down before their time. Mocking tone, thinking they was right. Didn't know they quoting prophecy that night. What they threw at him in disbelief still confirmed what was underneath. Garments split, casting lots below. Every detail matching what was wrote. Not one moment, not the place. Truth unfolding right in their face.
It is finished.
Every word fulfilled. What they spoke against still revealed His will. Spoke against him thinking they was wise. Didn't recognize truth in disguise. Didn't understand what they played a part in. Still moved a plan from end to starting. They know not, that's what was said. Still fulfilling every line instead. Not by force, not by control. Still the word reaching every goal. Even in error, still aligned. Even in blindness, still on time. What they meant for doubt and shame still gave evidence to the name. They spoke, still fulfilled. They mocked, still revealed. They spoke, still fulfilled. They mocked, still revealed. Yeah, then the moment came, no need to defend. Everything written reached its end. Not defeat, not loss in sight. Completion spoken in that final line.
It is finished, not just a phrase. That's the close-up prophetic ways. Every word that was set in place, now fulfilled without a trace. Not one missing, not one late. Every detail sealed in fate. From the scroll to the final breath, truth stood firm even in death.
It is finished. Every word fulfilled. What they spoke against still revealed His will. They didn't know, but it was already done. With the rich, with the rich, with the rich, with the rich, with the rich. Even in death, still fulfilled what He said. No deceit, no fault found. Laid to rest, just as right. With the rich, even in death, still fulfilled every line. What
was written long before, now alive in its time. Yeah, Yeshayahu wrote it, set in design, wicked design, but the burial refined. No violence in him, no deceit in his lines. Still, every step stayed perfectly timed. Not random placement, not chance or guess. Even in death, there was order and rest. Scroll to the moment, it all connect. Nothing missing, nothing incorrect. Carried away, but never miss a line. Walked in the path that was already defined. You see the surface, you miss the design. Every detail already inside. With the rich, even in death, still fulfilled what he said. No deceit, no fault found, laid to rest, just as read. Taken down after the final breath, not left in shame, not cast with the rest. Placed in the tomb that wasn't his own, still fulfilling what was already known. Joseph moved with the righteous intent, didn't even see what the moment meant. Wealth in his hand, but the line in the plan played his part in the will that was sent. Not by chance that the grave was sealed, not by men that was already revealed. Even the ending still had to yield, everything written still being fulfilled. Not random, still written, even in death, even in death, still fulfilled, So what it show when you read it clean? Truth ain't chaos, it's precise and team. From the cross to the tomb to the space between. Every moment part of a bigger scheme. You think it ended, it didn't collapse. Still in control even after the last. Not 1 second outside of the path. Everything held from the first to the last. From the scroll to the breath to the place he lay. Still aligned in the perfect way. Even in silence the truth would stay. Nothing was random that final day. With the rich, even in death, still fulfilled what he said. No deceit, no fault found, laid to rest, just as read. With the rich, even in death, still fulfilled every line. What was written long before, now alive in this time. Even then, still aligned. Even then, still aligned. They thought it ended, but it was written. One more. Yeah. They thought it ended, but it was written. He is risen, just like he said. Couldn't hold him, not even dead. Every word came alive. Now we see he has risen. Tehillim spoke it, clear in the line, not left in the grave, already defined. Not abandoned, not held in decay. Truth was set before that day. Yeshayahu saw the suffering path, but also the life that would come after that. Not just pain, not just loss. There was victory written through the cross. Not the ending they thought they saw. Still aligned with the written law. From beginning to what was revealed, everything spoken now fully sealed. He is risen, just like he said. Couldn't hold him, not even dead. Just don't roll back, not to let him out, but to show the world what it's about. Empty place where the body lay. Proof in the silence of that day. They came early, didn't understand. Looking for him where death had no stay. Not there anymore, not in the grave. That's what happens when truth don't stay. Death had a limit, couldn't contain. Life broke through, I couldn't remain. Not defeated, not overcome. Everything finished and now begun. Still living, still living. Still living, still living. Still living, still living, still living. Death ain't final when truth is here. Not just him, it speaks to you. What was done still breaking through. If it was written and came to pass, then every promise still gon' last. Not just history, not just past. Living truth that's built to last. Not a story on ending laws. Victory came through what looked like cause. Now we stand in what was shown. Life confirmed from the empty stone.
He is risen,
Just like he said,
Just like he said,
couldn't hold him.
not even death.
not even death. Everyone
Came alive,
Now we see
he has risen.
just as written. Yeah, yeah.
Pretend, pretend.
Yo, not coincidence.
Pretend,
Yeah.
pretend.
Small town prophecy place overlooked. Bethlehem path, yeah, the scrolls had it booked. Not by chance where the story began. Ruler from ancient, already the plan. Came through humble, not riding with pride. Coat on the road while the people cried. Now with force.
Not a war in hand, still the king stepping into the land. Didn't match what the people assumed, still fulfilled what the prophets had tuned. Not a guess, not a shift or a bend, every detail lining again. Behold the king,
It was prophecy,
behold the king,
now it's seen for sure.
behold the king.
No denying the plan,
Yahushua reigns,
just as it stands.
behold the king. It was prophecy, behold the king. Now it's seen for sure, behold the king.
No denying the plan,
Yahushua reigns.
just as it stands. Price on his head, counted silver exact. 30 in hand, yeah, the scroll said that. Not just a number, not random pay. Even betrayal was written that way. Stood before power, accused with no sound. Didn't defend when the pressure came down.
Like a lamb led straight through the trial, silent in strength, never breaking this style.
Not reacting the way men do. Purpose was bigger than proving to you. Every moment aligned with the script. Nothing he walked through ever was missed, yeah. It was spoken,
Before it came,
it was written
in his name.
in his name. A sign with the wicked but buried with wealth. Placed in a tomb that wasn't itself. Rich in the death like the prophets declared. Even the ending was perfectly shared.
No deceit in the words that he gave, still fulfilled even down to the grave. Not a detail lost in the frame, every step confirming the name.
From the birth to the final breath, from the crown to the place of death.
Every line that was written before, still proving he's king even more.
It was prophecy,
Behold,
now it's seen for sure.
behold,
No denying the plan,
Yahushua reigns.
just as it stands.
Behold the king.
Not coincidence. Proof.